Okay, 11.0, measures of central tendency. Okay, a measure of central tendency is a measure that represents the center of a data set. Okay, so there's three measures of central tendency that we're going to look at. The first is the mean. You can denote it with the bar at the top. This is the sum of the data values divided by the number of values. This is also an average. Okay, the median. The median is when you arrange the data in order. The median is the middle number. So when I think median, I think middle. Okay, if there are two middles, the median is the middle of the two middles or the mean of the two middles. Okay, the mode is the value that occurs the most often. So mode, most. There can be more than one mode. If there are no repetitions, there is no mode. Okay, so let's look at some data and see how we would find each. Okay, so for example, when it says find the mean, median, and mode of the given data set. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the mean first. The mean says the sum of the data values, so add the data values, and then divide by the number of values, and I'm gonna use a little bar on top to show that I'm finding the mean. Okay, so mean equals, okay, the sum of the data values. So I'm gonna add up all the numbers in this giant list. Let me get my calculator. 25 plus 31 plus 28 plus 20 plus 39 plus 25 plus 24. 25 plus 28. Okay, I added them all up and I got 269. And then I'm gonna divide it by the number of values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 values. Okay, so if I do 269 divided by 10, in my calculator, I get 26.9. So the mean is 26.9. Okay, now the median. Let's read it again. The median, arrange the data in order. Okay, so let me arrange the data in order first. Okay, normally we do this lowest to highest. Okay, let me find the lowest. The lowest is the 20. So I'm gonna say 20. What's the next highest? 24. And then there's another 24, and I would mark off the numbers as you write them. 25. There's another 25. There's another 25. That way you can keep track if you lost one. 28. 28. 31 and 39. Let me double check that I have all 10 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I've put them in order. The median is the middle. Okay, so the median is the middle. Okay, some people kind of pair them off, or you can count and find the middle. So I have, this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, there's two middles on this one. I have 25 and 25 as my middles. If the average of 25 and 25 is still 25, so my median is going to be 25. The reason is because if I do 25 plus 25 divided by 2, I get 25. Or because the middle of 25 and 25 is 25. Okay, what's the last one? Mode is the value that repeats the most times. So the mode is going to be the 24 repeats twice, the 25 repeats 3 times, the 28 repeats 2 times. So the most repeated value is 25. So the mode is 25. Okay, let's consider example 2. Example 2, a group of kindergartners have these ages. Let's order the data first. So I'm going to go lowest to highest. So the 4, 5, 5. And there's another 5. Wait, how many 5s? 3 5s. Hold on, I have too many 5s. And then I have a 6 and a 6. Then I have the 9. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Median. Okay, the median age is when I add them up and divide. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Okay, I got 40 divided by, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 40 divided by 7. Okay, let's keep a few digits. How about 5.714? I'm going to keep 3 numbers. Okay, the median is the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I want to find the middle number. There's 7 total, which means if I do 3 on this side and 3 on this side, the exact middle number is going to be this 5. So the median is this 5 because it's in the middle. Okay, the mode is the most repeated number. The most repeated number is 5 because it's repeated 3 times. So B and C have the same answer, but for different reasons. Okay, now we're going to look at a dot plot, and then just make sure we can read it and find the data, the mean, median, and mode from the data. So this is Mary goes on a walk in the magical forest. Each time she met a creature, she kept track of how many legs it had. Okay, so she's going in the forest. She's encountered 2 animals that have 0 legs, and then 1 animal that has 1 leg, and so on. Sometimes instead of dots, they put X's just based on what's easier to read. Okay, let's answer the questions. So how many creatures had 2 legs? At 2 legs, there were 1, 2, 3 dots. So there were 3 creatures that had 2 legs. Okay, how many total creatures did she meet? Okay, well, she had 2 with 0 legs, 1 with 1 leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There were 8 creatures in total with various numbers of legs. Okay, what's the mode of this data? Can we see it? Yeah, 2 had 0 leg, 1 had 1 leg, 3 had 2 legs, and 2 had 3 legs. So this is the mode. Most of the animals, the largest number of animals with a certain number of legs were 2 legs, because 3 people had 2 legs. What is the median of the data? Okay, now we can list the numbers in order, or we can get it from the graph. I'm okay either way. I'm gonna write this out as a list, but like kind of in the column. So this is like a 0 and a 0. This is a 1. This is a 2, a 2, a 2, and this is a 3 and a 3. Okay, there's 8 total creatures here. So if I want to split this in half, it's going to be 4 and 4. So let me go in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the median is exactly between a 2 and a 2. The median's between 2 and 2 is just 2. You could also put them in a list. I could go 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, and find the median that way. Okay, however you would like to do it is fine. Okay, next one's similar. If you want to, go ahead and answer the questions on your own. Okay, the dot plot represents the ages in months that each of Jimmy's children learned to walk. So this is saying one of his children learned to walk at 9 months. So how many of Jimmy's children learned to walk at 11 months? Okay, at 11 months, there's 2 dots, so 2 children. Okay, how many of Jimmy's children learned to walk earlier than 11 months? So earlier than 11 months would be 9 or 10. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 children learned earlier than 11 months. Okay, how many children does Jimmy have? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Apparently he has 9 children. Hold on. Okay, median. Okay, I don't really want to write this out the whole way, so I want to kind of split it in half. There is a total of 9 children. So if I split that in half, I have 4 on one side, 4 on the other side, and then there should be 1 exactly in the middle. Okay, so let me go. I'm going to put these numbers. 2. You don't have to label them. This is just one way to do it. Okay, so to find the middle, there's going to be 4 on one side. There's going to be 4 on the other side. And then the leftover number in the middle is going to be this number, which is 10. Okay, what's the mode? The most frequently repeated one? The highest number of dots is at 10. Okay, what's the median? Or the mean? Okay, the mean's the mean one. There's not really a good way to find it. So I have to add these all up and then divide by the number of children. Okay, so let me see. When I add this up, I'm going to do the legs. So there's 9 here, 9 months old, plus 4 of them have 10. So I'm going to do 4 times 10, which is 40. 2 of them have 11, so that's 22. 2 of them were 12, so that's 24. So the mean is going to be 95 divided by his 9 children. Okay, and I'm going to keep just 3 decimals. Okay, if you would like to round that, you can round it. So the mean number of months at which Jimmy's children learned to walk was 10.555 months. Okay, example 5. The following data represents the amount of chocolate Miss Latimer ate each day in the last 2 weeks. Draw a dot plot. Label the tick marks. Draw a dot above each number to represent the number of times Miss Latimer ate that amount of chocolate in a day. It should be times. Okay, it says label the tick marks. The tick marks are already labeled. To label them, I would look and see what's the lowest. The lowest is 1. The highest is 9. So I need to make sure I include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, everything from 1 to 9. Okay, I'm going to draw a dot every time I get to a number. So for 3, I'm going to put a dot. You could also put an X. Sometimes it's easier to put an X just for how it looks. 7, 4, 2, 9, 7, 1, 2, another 2, 5, 7, 4, 3. Okay, let me just make sure I got the right number of dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, this is a good way to like order the data. From this, I can already tell that there's, the mode is going to be 2, 3, and 7, since they all have the most. Okay, last example. Each set of data is missing a value. Find the value of X so that it has the indicated center for the data. Okay, so this one says it has a mean of 20. Okay, so if I want the mean, I add up all the numbers and then I divide by the numbers. So let me add up these numbers. So 6 plus 22 plus 7 plus 36 is 71. Okay, so if I do 71 plus X and then I divide it by, how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. The answer should be 20. Okay, so let's solve this. Let's cross multiply. How about that? So 71 plus X equals 20 times 5. 20 times 5 is 100. Okay, and then if I minus 71, I get X is 29. Does that seem reasonable? That seems reasonable. It means 20. 29 seems like a reasonable data set value. Okay, let's try the next one. Next one's similar. They tell me the mean is 20. So I need to add them up and divide by the number of data points. So what do I have? I have 3.5 plus 1.4 plus 2.9 plus 1.2, which is 9. Then I'm also adding the X. So you could write 9 plus X, or you can write X plus 9 if you want. I'm going to divide it by the number of data values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 5 again. That's a coincidence. It's not always 5. Equals what the mean is, which is 2. Okay, if I cross multiply, I get X plus 9 equals 2 times 5 is 10. And then if I minus the 1 over, I get X is 1. Okay, last two are similar, but they're about median. For median, I want to put them in order. And these are a little trickier because we don't always know the order. So the median is 28, so the middle number is a 28. What do I know for sure? I know the 16 is low. I know the 24 is next. Okay, now the median should be 28, but that is somewhere between 24 and X. Okay, so it should be between 24 and X. So I'm gonna find the mean of 24 and X and set it equal to 28. So if I do 24 plus X and I divide it by 2, that should equal to the median value. Okay, so if I cross multiply, 24 plus X equals 2 times 28, which is 56. Let me minus the 24. So I get X is 32. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back and check this in my head. If this was 32 here, is 28 exactly between 24 and 32? Yes, it's 4 away from each one, so that answer makes sense. Okay, the next one's trickier, but same idea. So the median is 51. The median is the middle number. So let me look at this. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. Okay, I'm gonna put them in order. So the 30 is first. The 45 is next. Now, do we think that the X is next? Or do we think that the, oh, I forgot the 11, hold on. This is why you should cross them off as you go. 11, then 30, then 45. Okay, now, those were all the lowest numbers. Now, should an X go next or the 84 go next? Well, if I put 84 next, then 84 plus 45 divided by 2 should be 51, but that's not. That's like 60 something. So the X must be here. 84, 100. Okay, so since there's 6 terms, the middle is right between the 45 and the X. So I'm going to do 45 plus X and divide by 2 and set that equal to my median to see what the X value is. So 45 plus X equals 2 times 51 is 102 minus 45. X equals 102 minus 45, and I'm going to put in my calculator. Okay, I got 57. And then these ones I can kind of check. Okay, if this is 57, is 51 between 45 and 57? Yeah, it's 6 away from 45 and it's 6 away from 57, so 57 makes sense.